that's my time here. We won some big games, but that's probably the biggest one. Um, Providence is an excellent hockey team, and I thought we did a good job. We came out and played well in the first period. That power play goal early was great. It's such a big factor to score the first goal in the game, and to be able to lead after the first. I thought Providence was very good in the second period, and then. But I was real proud of my team that after they tied it the last 10 minutes, I really liked the way we played, and now this is maybe the third time this year where we found a way to win a hockey game late in the game. So again, I thought we looked like a young team in a lot of ways tonight against what Providence seemed like a veteran team. They're just consistent and heavy, and but it's a great sign for us that we can find ways to win games.
Coach, just showing that fight in the third period, does that give you the most optimism, I guess, moving forward now?
Well, that, to me, I was sitting there and I was saying to myself, we're going to see what the real character of this group is, because you have a 2-0 lead against a very good team, and they did what they do well. They clawed their way back. They scored 2 power play goals, and so I just wanted to sit back and see what they would do, and they played real well. The last 10 minutes, we created a lot of chances. Providence had a couple high-end chances, but I tell you, the way they tied the game, they get a penalty when you leave the penalty box 1 second too early. That's stuff that that'll take some years off my life.
What is it about this team that kind of seems like you guys tend to play your best hockey late in these close games this year?
I don't know. There's been a confidence about the team since day one, since everybody stepped onto campus. The way they practice this week, I just felt they have a confidence about them, that they know they're a good team. I think we're a very balanced team. We have good goaltending, we have good defensemen, we have guys who can score. I think we all, and I like the fact that my team, they don't get rattled. They just play consistently, and we talked about after the second period, if we get the puck to the point, it's got to get to the net as soon as possible. Providence was doing a good job clogging up the net, and so Ty did a great job. He got it off the stick real quick, and we had great net presence. And this is just a group that they're really unified. They're a good group of kids. They believe in each other. They battle for each other, and that stuff goes a long way.
What do you expect on Saturday, Coach?
Well, we just talked about it. We beat Providence here last year on either a Thursday or Friday night, and we went down there and they really handed it to us. I think they put 7 up on us. So we're an older team now. I think that was earlier in the season, if I remember correctly. We know we've played a lot of angry teams on Saturday nights this year, and we've held our own. But this will be the real test. That's the best team we've played, and they're extremely effective at their own rink. And I thought they were a little heavier than were tonight. So we're going to have the mindset that we're going to have to grind out a game down there, another 1-goal game.
Providence coach talked about how coming from behind wasn't something that they did a lot this season. Is it encouraging to see that this team was able to do that to a team so highly ranked?
Well, they don't ever have to come from behind. They're always ahead. That's a great thing for a coach to not have a lot of experience at that. But again, we did the same thing at Merrimack in a game where we played a team that I thought was playing very well, and we found a way to win. And last year I just remember all the time saying we played great 5-5, but we lost the game. And this year I'm saying we weren't great 5-5, but we won the game. So it's a nice change.
What do you feel like the biggest difference was with your team those last 10 minutes compared to the second and third, at the second and third?
I thought we were being more simple with the puck. We were getting up the ice and winning some battles. It's really that simple.
Earlier in the season, you talked about you weren't too worried about the freshman guys coming in, the freshman defensemen. Mark starts it off 2 minutes in, and then Farmer ends it tonight. Over the past few weeks, how big have those guys been for your success?
Well, we were pretty confident they were going to help us offensively. They're really gifted kids with the puck. Our concern was defensively, and tonight especially. And that's as hard a game as there is for defensemen. They play fast and they get in and they get everything to the net. So it was a real test for those guys tonight, and they passed, and I thought they did a great job.
See any similarities between Johnny Leonard's goal tonight and the one he had against Vermont in the playoffs?
I think he only had one deke tonight. He had two against Vermont.
What did you see from Emmanuel tonight, his first game back?
Again, in a heavy game, as a smaller guy, still that's not an issue. But I thought he kind of guessing and hoping at times, but he always finds a way to be effective. I think he got a breakaway chance there in the second period. He's just a really smart player, and so he finds ways to usually have an effect on the game. And would have been great if he could have. I think that would have put us up 3-0 maybe at the time. So that would have been a big one.
What do you see in John Leonard's game that he's kind of taken to the next level this year from last year?
Oh, we've worked with John to be a more complete player, and he's when you're that gifted offensively, sometimes it's a struggle to get them to buy into that. But John, he's bought into it, and he's become a much more complete player that we trust him on the ice. Where we'll put him on the ice in defensive situations in the game, what have you. But he's really committed to every part of his game. He worked his tail off this summer to get stronger. He's a sneaky fast skater, and that breakaway, he had to use the speed to break away and be able to go in all alone. He's just he's an extremely gifted offensive player that, much like Kale and Mario, they care without the puck, and it's quite a compliment to players that have that offensive upside that they want to balance it with the defensive side.
What does it mean to this game to have Matt kind of step up and kind of absorb as many shots as he did and as many chances as he did in that second, third period when you guys weren't able to sustain as much offensive zone time?
Yeah, we knew going in, Providence throws a lot of pucks at the net, and they score ugly goals. And we told Matt, we need you to clean everything up tonight. Cover as much pucks as you can. Limit rebounds, get pucks into the corners for us. And he did a good job. Providence does an excellent job creating crease havoc. And I know we didn't give up a 5-on-5 goal, but the second power play goal was a similar goal, shot pass into the traffic area. But he's been great. I thought that breakaway save late in the third was just one really good save. He just really smothered the guy. Did a great job.
Do you feel like that's been one of his biggest improvements this season as far as making timely saves like that?
Yeah, I think he's just gotten better in a lot of ways. Just last year our goaltending was come and go. This year it's coming, it's staying, and it's been excellent.
You've been waiting since the season opener for your second goal of the season. A big game like this, how did that one feel in the last few seconds of the game?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. We worked hard all week. We knew it was going to be a major game for us. Especially just a team like those guys. They bring it every night and they know how to play the game. So it was big.
The way they battled back there from a 2-goal deficit, does that make that last goal even bigger for you guys?
Yeah. I don't think we were too worried, to be honest with you. We kind of stayed calm on the bench and we brought it the next shift.
John, what do you feel like the biggest difference was for you guys in those last 10 minutes of the third compared with most of the second and the beginning part of the third?
I think we just kind of settled down on the bench. We were talking as much as we can to stay calm, and they had a great pushback there in the second. We came out strong in the first, and I thought we handled it pretty well. They were able to get one on the power play, and then in the third, I think we just jumped out to a good start, and we didn't score right away or anything, but we just kept battling, and Ty was lucky enough to finish, and we had great net front presence by Gods and Chow there. So.
Take me through your goal. You see Brett kind of rocket that puck off the glass. What's sort of the first thing going through your mind when you see that puck coming toward you?
I was just trying to skate as fast as I can towards it. But what a good chip. It was me and Nico actually got switched up on the wings there, so usually on the right side, and got a good bounce, and I got a step on the defender, and I was lucky enough to go in.
John, Coach talked a lot about when Providence was making their push there in the second and third period, that he really liked how you guys just kept fighting and playing hard. Do you think that's one of the biggest, changes as far as this year, is that you guys just keep playing no matter what the score is?
Yeah, I think we're taking a lot of pride in that this year. No matter what the score is, winning or losing, down one or up one, I think we're doing the right things. We have good habits out there, and at the end of the day, it shows. we just kept battling and doing the right things, and scored at the end there. So it was awesome.
What makes a team like Providence tough when they kind of keep throwing pucks at the net and they seem to be keep taking like 2-3 deflections before they even get to you?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what makes them a tough team. You always have to be ready. They're going to throw pucks from odd angles, and they're really good at getting bodies to the front.
John, as a local kid, how special is it for you to be part of a team that's kind of rejuvenated the fan support here?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, when I was younger and when I started coming to the games here, the place was packed almost every night. And to have a crowd like we did tonight was, it was awesome. It was pretty much students were here, and it was packed in warm-up, so it was awesome. We need that every night, and I think it shows. It helps us out a lot. We get a lot of energy from it, so it's great to see.
Another question. Coach talked about kind of your sneaky speed and the strength that you put on over the summer. What do you feel like you put on? You've improved on the most from last year this year.
I've worked a lot with the coaches on trying to become a complete player, not just offensively, but D zone as well. I think that's just the main thing is working with them, and the more defense you play, the better offense you're going to get. So I just tried to work with them as much as I can, and worked with Clayton all summer to get stronger and get faster. So he was a big help for me so far too.
They tie the game, and all of a sudden, they're coming out on the break. I think it's like about 3 minutes left. They're coming out on their break. But what are you sort of reading in the shooter that you're able to really smother him and not give him the opportunity to shoot that puck there?
Yeah, I think it was just the initial read was he was going to shoot with a guy coming in with that speed and that kind of pressure on his backside. Quite often it's going to be a shot, so I was just making sure I was in line with the stick and just to get in front of the puck.
Does it feel like a huge save in the moment?
Yeah, obviously it was a key save, but again, it's just a save, just like all the other ones were.
Making your second straight start, do you kind of feel like you're in a kind of a groove now?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's been a good start to the year so far. All the guys have been competing in front, and it's made my job a lot easier.
What do you feel like it is about this team that when we saw it in Merrimack, you guys tie it late and then win it in overtime? Tonight you win it late. What is it about this team that you guys kind of find that goal you need late in regulation?
I think we just outwork and outwill teams. We play a full 60-minute game and 200-foot game, so it's kind of hard to beat when you do those things and you play a full, complete game.
Coach mentioned that Providence is a pretty heavy team. Are you expecting that maybe more so on their rink on Saturday?
Yeah, I'd say every team's better on their own ice. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy for us, but we hope to get the job done.